Hi, I'm Lady Lex UK, and on this week's 5 Years of Dreams, we are looking at music. So for the tutorial for this week, instead of doing a music tutorial on how to make music and that sort of thing, I thought I'd have a go at looking at the asset kits that are available for music video creation. Now, these sort of videos are quite complex, basically animated shorts made to a music track. You're not going to get an asset that's plug and play that's going to give you that, but you can get like really interesting visualizers that can just elevate your ordinary track to something a little bit more visual and allow you to put it into a dream so people can have a look at it. You can just release your music track as an element like these do, but you're not going to get many plays. But if you're releasing your track so that other people can use it, then obviously you want to have a nice clean track without any visuals or anything else on it. So maybe launch it as two different things. One as a dream that people can listen, and then also as an element that people can use as well. So let's have a look at the collection that I picked. That's the music video kit by Liz Early. And there's lots of things in here. I haven't played with all of it, only a few of them. I'm just going to go through a few of these visualizers and see how easy it is to actually put your own music into these and getting these to work. So we'll start off with this one. This is by Back to Man. It's called Menu. And it's very basic. He's got a piece of music, just a grey screen. You've got a D-pad menu that you can scroll down. It's got options for volume, then equalizer and beats per minute. So I can reduce the volume like that, increase the volume. And beats per minute, I can make it faster. Or a lot faster. So there we go. It's got the name of the track and the name of the artist in the top right hand corner, and that's basically it. So it's a very simple base that you can add to, but quite handy. So let's have a look and see how easy it is to swap out this for another piece of music. So let's go into the microchip. As you can see, there are lots of microchips in here. There's quite a few controller sensors to microchips, also some selectors, and it might look a bit overwhelming. There's also a lot of text gadgets that actually run the menu over on that left-hand side. But here is the music. Here is the timeline that has the music in. So if I open that up, you can see here is the piece of music that he created in the timeline. Now, the way that this music menu works is based mostly on keyframes on aspects of this timeline. So you can't just go in here, delete this timeline and put your own in. That's not going to work. You can also see there are 3 wires coming out of this timeline going into various bits and bobs over here. That's controlling the equalizer elements. So if we open that up again, you'll see at the very top, whoops, are these grey and white bars here. These are the equalizers settings. So that's high, normal and bass boost. So you need those in your music in order for the equalizer to work. So you do need them there. So I find that the easiest way to do this is by deleting Back to Man's music. So what I'm going to do is double click, so XX on one of them. That will highlight all of it in the timeline. Then I can press once on that, once on that, once on that. So they're not selected. Go back down to one of them, press triangle and triangle again. And there, all of it is gone. So we've now got an empty timeline that we can put our own music in. So here is it's a piece of my own music. I'll just stick it in there. Let's just put it near the top. Now this piece of music is a little bit longer than Back to Man, so let me just stretch that out a bit. You can see there. So let's make the timeline the same size as my piece of music and stretch these along so that they will fit. And you'll notice you no longer got the vertical stripes, it's just white. That's because the trim end is on, so we have to move that to the end as well. There we go. So now my piece of music is in the timeline. Now this will work for everything but the equalizer. So if I go in and play, now my piece of music is playing. So the volume works. The equalizer doesn't do anything. But the beats per minute, that does work. But there's a few things that we still need to change. So the beats per minute, it says 105, which is a bit slow for my piece of music. 128 is really what I want. So the easiest way, my piece of music is actually played at 120 beats per minute as a normal rate. So if I look at mine, it's got a playback speed of 100%. But if you look at the default timeline in the microchip, this is running at, whoops, it's running at 87.5. So if we just change it to 100, now it's playing at the correct speed, but it's saying it's 105 beats per minute, which it isn't, because if you look at my piece of music, zoom in, woohoo, it's 120 beats per minute there. So we might need to change some text. So let's do that. The beats per minute is in, no, it's in this one. There we go. So somewhere around here. This is 105. Yes, we just need to change that to 120 as the starting one. And then we've got the 128 and then the going up and up and up. So we don't need to do any more. We've just changed that. That's fine. Sorted. Okay, so that's done. We now need to sort out this equalizer. So, like I say, it's not going to work unless the music is actually in the timeline. So what we need to do is open up Temple Dance, double click, that is selected it all. And then you just click and drag and drop it in. Then we can close that off. And then we can delete that. We don't need that anymore. And now we should have equalizer as well. So let's... very subtle, but you can. It's a very subtle equalizer change. So you can leave it like that, or we can change these equalizers to do something else. So I'm going to change the pitch. I'm going to say it's going up in pitch and the bass is coming down in pitch. There we go. And so we go back into here. Now we need to find the equalizer text. I think is it in here? No, high and bass. Yeah, that's it. So we need a that says equalize. That's it. So we change this to say pitch. Okay, so we can change the pitch around. I think I must have had the texty thing open when I changed the word pitch. Hang on. Pitch high. Right, so I don't want that. That's normal. There we go. And we need to change the bass, where it says bass, to low. So you can play about with these. At the moment, of course, they are inside here. They're running the equalizer thing here, but this could change anything. You could have special effects. So there we go. So that works fine. So that's how you do it. And if you want to change the name of the Back to Man to your name and Mystical Exploration to the name of your track, that's where they are there, those two there. You can play about with this, see what each of these things do. So this one here I think is the beats per minute, and this one here is the equalizer. This selector operates the D-pad bit on the left. So you can play about and see what these things do. But all of these keyframes here, they are based on the timeline. So if I go into the timeline here, we want the volume. I don't know where. Is it here? Yeah, there we go. So these are fiddling about, you can see, with the timeline's sound using these keyframes. So this is the volume control bits. It's doing it on this particular timeline. So like I say, you can't just put your own timeline in and delete this one. It has to be this timeline, otherwise you've got to redo all of these, which is a pain, and you don't want to do that. So there we go. That's that one. Now you can use this as a base to add other things in. Let me see if I can. I'll type in temple. Hang on, I don't want my creations. Let's go into temple here. Right. I don't think I have a temple. We want a ready-made image. Let's see, has anybody done a temple that we can... there we go, we've got a nice template thing there, and then we can put in see, animated background. Is there anything? That gives me some butterflies. Okay. What else we got? Shoulder fish, an emoji crowd. That sort of looks interesting. What's that like? There you are. Immediately I've got something interesting. There we go. So you can fiddle about with it, put your own music in. It's a nice base, and then you can add to it on top. Right, so next up we're going to have a look at this visualizer. It's called Sound Visualizer 2. It's by C Entertain PS. We'll go straight into Remix because there is no music in this one for you to delete. What we've got is a very simple visualizer with some bars that move up and down depending on your music. So what you need to do is find yourself a piece of music. I've got a piece here called All Night Dreams that I did in early access. And first of all, let's open it up. And we have to link that to these bars which are going to move. Now in this microchip is a speaker called VFX, and that's linked to some signal manipulators and some keyframes which will move this all up and down depending on the sounds that go through the speaker, i.e. the musical notes that are played here. So what I need to do is double click on all of that and then L1 and square, go to the panning, type in VFX, make sure it's all capital letters, and what this has done is it's changed all of these panning to VFX. Just a word of warning, there is a way of pushing down on the D-pad to look for VFX and you'll find it, but it won't alter all of them if you do that. It'll only alter all of them if you type something in. So we've altered all of them. They're now all linked up to this. So now what we get is this. So it's picking up sound waves through that speaker and it's playing along, making all of these move up and down. Okay, there's also a feature I had this, funnily enough, I had something similar on mine before. There's a song start and a song end keyframe. You grab that and put it in there. I had that in mine because I had mine in on a dream, and I added it into here so that it had a song start and song end, but it probably didn't have the same names. Right, there we go. So you put it at the beginning and the end. Make sure they're green. It's green when you hover on that line. That means they're in line. L1 square, and then blend type. And what that does is it elongates this bar to the end to show you how long the piece of music is. So the other thing you need to do is change the song name. Ooh. All Night Dreams. There we go. Actually, All Night Dreams by Lady Lex UK. There we go. And you're ready to go. The only thing is, this is very bland. It's very white. I recommend you colour these in. You can do that with the text displayer. Go to text box properties. And you can colour it in, and you can get this one. Take that one down. Colour this one in. And you go along and do it. It's a bit tedious. You have to do them all at one after the other, but there we go. And then there we go. A nice colourful visualizer. Simple, easy to do. And you can also put backgrounds in the back of this and do everything that we did for the other one. And you can even take this, if you save this, you can pop that into that menu from Back2Man. And there you have all of this facility, and you can maybe shrink it down, make it smaller, put it in the corner. It will look great on that page. So there you go. Easy peasy to do. There's that one. Okay, so next up we're going to do the Rave Party Palace nightclub stage synchronization with music. Now this is really simple to do. So what we're interested in here are the 3 pieces of music. So I'm going to put my piece of music in. All Night Dreams. There we go. So what we need to do is remove this one. So we're gonna open up that and just take these wires and put these wires on there. So that one goes to there, and that one goes to there, and that one goes to there, and then we can delete that. Okay. Zoom in here. You would set up a camera inside here, so you don't have to delete any of the instructions or anything. Okay, so that works lovely. Now I'm going to put in a dancer. Now, there's a really good dancer in here. There we are, the silhouette dancer. I'll make her a little bit bigger. There she is. And I'm going to turn on the X-ray. We don't need this camera. And we don't need her music, which is called Club Monster. That's gone. Okay, so now and I can move the camera around and we can film that. Okay, so now I'm gonna film her with the camera. So I'm gonna go to the beginning, pop my camera down. That's fine. And then I'm going to get a action recorder and get in the camera and go. Okay, you do it for the whole song. Now then, let's go. So now we've got an animated scene with a dancer and a moving camera and the environment's moving to the music. Looks pretty cool. I'm very pleased with this. And you can always add other characters in there. I'll put this dancer in the collection. Okay. Simple. And this allows you to play 3 different songs, one after the other. They're linked in this selector here, and you just remove those 2 and put in your own other 2. Or if you only want one song, then you can just delete and delete, delete and delete, and you don't need that wire, and you don't need that, and you don't need that, and you don't need that, so it will just play. There you go, and we're off. Okay, right, let's have another look at the collection then. There's lots of other things in here. I'm not going to go through them. There's lots of really quite nice kaleidoscopy things in here, animated drawings, all sorts of things in here that you can use. In here there is a series of instruments, so you can animate these being played and link them up a bit like we did for the other things. And then in here there's your nightclub. If you didn't want the whole thing, there's just a nice nightclub there. There's some puppets there, little bits and pieces, all sorts of things for you to have a look at and check out and see if you can manipulate and change and add it to your bass. But there we go, that's the music video kit things that I'm showing you today. I hope you enjoyed that and might have a go at that yourself. You can use other people's music. It doesn't have to be yours if it's freely available in the Dreamiverse for you to stamp into your thing. Always refer back to the artist in everything you do so that they know it's you appreciate them, and it's all good. I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in your dreams.